I remember a good friend of mine who's here with me, my friend Andrew, and we were friendly with Lenny Montana. And Lenny Montana was not an actor. He was a wrestler at one time. The Masked Marvel, the guy who played Luca Brasi, was a very famous. Right. And this guy was, I mean, he was huge. He was the strongest man I ever met in my life. Weighed about 350 pounds, and his hands were like shoe boxes, you know? So there's this one scene where he comes in at the wedding and he says, "Don Corleone, I am honored to be here on the day of your daughter's wedding. May her first child be a masculine one," right? So he kept doing it, and Francis comes in, it's so stiff, you know, he's trying to get him loose. Jimmy, you know, do something with him. And Lenny, because I knew him as a friend, I abused him a little bit. I said, "Come here, listen, do me a favor. I took a piece of tape and I put it on his tongue. And he'd say, "Don't make me do this. Don't make me be stupid. Don't worry, everybody will laugh. Just you open the door." The camera's right on the other side of the door. So I put F-U on his tongue, right? So when he says, "Don Corleone," right, you would read on the tape, F-U. So he was crying. I said, "Trust me, Lenny, do this." Because I figured like he'd laugh and maybe loosen him up. He near cried. Finally, I convinced him to do it. The door opened, and there's Brando on the other side of the camera. He goes, "Luca Brasi, my most honored, treasured friend," right? Everybody laughed, you know, everybody laughed. Then we did it again, and Brando, when he did it again, he put it on his tongue, "F-U too." You know? So, because he's a Luca, you know? So, but he never could get it together, get loose. And Francis, I think this was brilliant. We shot 2 or 3 weeks later, we shot the scene that preceded that scene, which was the wedding scene outside in Staten Island. Francis had this great idea to have, and if you remember the film, he has Luca Brasi in the corner studying a speech that was never written. I mean, it was a piece of brilliant work, you know, where he was saying, "Don Corleone, I am honored to be." So that it worked. So when he came in, it was like this speech that he had memorized. I thought that was... I probably liked the story a lot better than anybody else.